Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the online program for the alumni of the Sunshine Coast Health Centre up here in Powell River, BC. And we're talking about the findings that we've found when we crunched the numbers from our latest research on how well the fellows are doing after treatment. And we were looking particularly at the reasons people gave about why alcohol or drugs were attractive to them after treatment. Okay, and although the majority of fellows from having finished treatment from 3 months to 4 years, somewhere in that range, the majority of them stayed clean and sober, so that's fantastic. Some of them did have a slip or a relapse, and then we asked them why it was that the drug or the alcohol was appealing to them, right? And we've talked already about the number one thing we found, which was boredom, but the second thing we found was loneliness. So this is interesting too, right? And again, the great psychiatrist Viktor Frankl had said that addiction is a response to living a life that lacks personal meaning. And Frankl said the number one symptom of that was boredom. But he also said there were other symptoms. And one of those other symptoms was this feeling of loneliness. And this isn't like a loneliness of I have no one to go to the dance on a Friday night. It's not that lonely. This is more of a deep loneliness, this feeling that I'm different, that I don't belong, or that no one can really understand me. That kind of a much deeper feeling. And that's what Frankl was talking about. And so when the people who reported back to us on the reasons why they slipped said loneliness is number two, it actually makes a great deal of sense. If you think about people who get trapped by the addiction, and usually even before the addiction starts, is that this deep loneliness seems to be a common denominator. And I always bring up Eric Clapton's, the first line in Eric Clapton's autobiography is, I began to get the feeling from an early age that I was different. And it's that sense, right? This is seems to be a great vulnerability for the addiction, as well as in active addiction. Boy, I don't know how many people have told me that they felt alone, right? Because they push people away and they feel no one really can appreciate what they're going through, and they really have no one to talk to, that sort of thing, right? So that the reason, this second most powerful thing behind boredom, this thing loneliness, makes actually kind of perfect sense about why it would be so powerful in leading people back into into drug use, whether it was a slip or a relapse. And these lessons are very important. If these are the reasons then, and you're feeling lonely, then it might be a good idea, right, to pay attention to that as a warning sign that maybe drugs are going to seem appealing if this continues on for any length at all, and to do something in order to overcome the loneliness. Anyway, that's it for this video, and we'll see you again with another one.